AI wrote a best-selling novel in 72 hours. Author reaction. The cursor blinks. An empty digital page, once a canvas of infinite potential, has become a taunting void. For generations, this has been the writer's crucible, a solitary struggle with plot, character, and the tyranny of the blank page. But imagine a new reality, one where, in the time it takes for a long weekend to pass, a complete, coherent, and compelling novel is not only written, but catapulted to the top of the bestseller lists. This isn't science fiction. It is the emerging frontier of literary creation, and the author's reaction is not one of solitary genius, but of stunned collaboration with an alien intelligence. The 72-hour AI-authored novel is a seismic event, and to understand it, we must dissect the how and sit in the room with a human who dared to act as its midwife. The process is not a simple button press. It is a high-speed, iterative dance between human intention and machine execution, leveraging a suite of sophisticated tools. The 72-hour sprint typically begins not with a sentence, but with a meticulously engineered prompt. The author, or prompt architect, sits down with a large language model, LLM, like OpenAI's GPT-4, Anthropic's Claude 3, or a similar top-tier model accessed via an API. The initial command is far more than write a best-selling novel. It is a detailed, creative brief. Generate a 10-chapter outline for a psychological thriller. The protagonist is a disgraced forensic accountant who discovers a money laundering scheme hidden in the virtual economies of online games. The tone should be akin to Gillian Flynn, with tight, punchy prose and unreliable narrators. Within minutes, the AI, having ingested a significant portion of the internet's published fiction, nonfiction, and literary criticism, produces a structured outline. This is where the first tool in the modern author's arsenal comes into play, a dedicated AI writing assistant like Sudowrite or Jasper. These platforms are built atop models like GPT-4, but are fine-tuned for creative writing, offering features specifically designed for storytelling. The author feeds the AI's outline into Sudowrite and begins the fleshing out process. Chapter by chapter, the human author acts as a director. They might use the write function to generate a scene based on a one-sentence description. The result is a block of prose, perhaps serviceable, perhaps brilliant, often a mix. The author's role shifts to that of a ruthless editor, using tools like the rewrite feature to change the tone or expand to add sensory details. When writer's block strikes on a dialogue exchange, they can use the brainstorm feature to generate 10 different ways a character might reveal a secret. This continuous, rapid-fire cycle of generation, evaluation, and refinement is what compresses months of work into days. The AI is an inexhaustible, if sometimes erratic, junior writing partner. But a string of well-written scenes does not a novel make. Cohesion is key. This is where another critical tool enters the fray, AutoCrit or Pro Writing Aid. Once a full draft is assembled, a monumental task achieved perhaps 48 hours in, the author runs the manuscript through these analytical platforms. While human editors use these for grammar and style, the AI-augmented author uses them for macro-analysis. They can check for pacing, pinpointing chapters where the action flags. They can analyze dialogue tags to ensure character voices are distinct and flag repetitive sentence structures that the human eye, bleary from a 48-hour writing sprint, might miss. The AI has written the clay. Now, analytical tools help the author sculpt it into its final form. So, the how is a symphony of specialized software. But the human reaction, the author's emotional and psychological journey, is the true drama. The initial emotion is often pure, unadulterated astonishment. I wrote 50,000 words in 2 days, the author might think, a giddy disbelief setting in. The drudgery is gone, replaced by a thrilling, high-velocity creative flow. This swiftly gives way to a more complex, unsettling feeling, the crisis of authorship. As the author reads a beautifully crafted metaphor or a plot twist they never consciously conceived, they think, did I write this? The hand that guided the tool is undeniable, yet the source of the raw creativity feels external. This is an existential vertigo unique to the AI era. The author is no longer a solitary fount of ideas, but a curator, a conductor, a gardener, tending to a self-generating ecosystem of narrative. The final reaction, upon seeing the book climb the charts, is a profound and conflicted pride. There is the thrill of accomplishment, the validation of a story well told. Yet, it is tempered by a gnawing secret. In interviews, they speak of new methods and digital tools, but the full truth feels too alien to confess. They are lauded for their productivity, unaware that their primary skill was not endurance typing, but creative vision and editorial discernment. The ability to guide, shape, and recognize greatness in the AI's torrent of output. They're the architect who designed the cathedral, even if they didn't lay every single brick with their own hands. The 72-hour AI-authored bestseller is not the end of human storytelling. It is its radical transformation. The tools, GPT-4, Claude, 3, Sudowrite, Autocrit, are merely the instruments. The author's reaction, a cocktail of awe, identity crisis, and triumphant ambiguity, signals a new paradigm. The blank page is no longer empty. It is now a collaborative space, a dialogue between human and machine. The author of the future is not someone who has all the answers, but someone who has learned how to ask the right questions, steering a vast, alien intelligence to create works of stunning and unsettling beauty. The cursor is still blinking, but now it's waiting for both of you. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.